Hi, today I'm going to discuss one of my project that I have developed as a part of my skill test at Coding Ninjas. So basically my project is about polling system API. So as the name says polling system API, so I will have a question where it will have multiple options where I have to poll or vote for the particular option. So I have used Node.js, EJS and the for calling the API I have used the Postman. So that is about the overall project. Now I'm going to show you how to do that. And first let us we know that we have to connect us locally to our database, because otherwise when we are sending the request it will get an internal server errors. So first we have to successfully connect to our database. Now here you can see that this is my GitHub repository and it has all the files related to the project. And here I have given the all the details on how to use this in our local system and how to use Postman. And here I have mentioned all the URLs that we have to use in the Postman to create a question, to create the option, and to add a vote for that particular option, and to get the details about the particular option as well, and to delete a particular question or to delete a particular option. And we have to note here that we can't delete a question which has got any votes, and we can't delete a particular option which has got any votes, at least single vote. If it has any single vote also, we can't delete that. So that is about now how to create. So here is the interface of Postman where I will create a new request here. So after clicking that, I have added a new request and the new request will be created. Now I will paste the URL here that is required to create a question. So you can see here this is the URL and to create a question. So I have used that URL here and I have clicked on send after creating the title of that question. So I have given the title as who is your favorite freedom, and after that I have clicked on send. So the message says the question has been created successfully, and it will be displayed in our local database as server, cloud database server, which is MongoDB. So it will display the question as well here with a particular ID, special ID. It will have a different particular IDs for each of the questions here. So you can see here which is your who is your favorite freedom, it has a different ID. Here you can see that next question, which is your favorite game, it has a different ID. So now I have to copy this question ID in order to create the options for that question. So now again I will come here, I will click on the new request and it will create a new request, and after that I have to paste the URL here. So now I have to paste the URL here which is required to create the options for a particular question. So now after copying this, instead of ID I will paste the ID that is required, uh, that is generated from creating a question. So now I have pasted that ID here, and I have given the options as Sardar Patel, Subhash Chandra Bose, Mahatma Gandhi, and Jawaharlal Nehru, and I have clicked on send. So the message says that options has been added successfully. Now the third thing is we have to vote for one of them. So we have to vote for one of the options. So now I have used this particular option URL where I have to add a vote for them. So now I have taken this URL, and in place of ID I will take the ID of of the options this time, not the ID of a question. Now I will take the ID of a particular option that was generated here. So I have taken the ID of Subhash Chandra Bose. So here you can see that this is the ID, and I have pasted that ID here in between, and I have clicked on send. So as I click on send, it will send the request, and you can see that the words has been added. Now I'm clicking again and again, so you can see that words have been added. In order to get the details about all these questions, you have to copy the fourth URL. That is about the fourth URL is to get the details about a particular question. No, I have pasted that question and I have clicked the send the request, and you can see that I got the uh, details about this particular question. You can see that who is your favorite freedom fighter, Subhash Chandra Bose, and how many votes they have got. So this is about the project. Now let us discuss about the code section. So here you can see that package.log.json and package.json, this includes the third party dependencies which are required for this project. And here in the mongoose.js I have created I have connected my database server here. I have connected with the database MongoDB database, and I have the option controllers where I have created dynamic links and imported all the option models and question models, and for pushing a question and checking the errors in the question and the options as well. And here's the same procedure is same for both the options and controllers, where we will create the questions, and where we will delete a question or delete an option. So the procedure is in both the same. And here in the question models, I have the set them as a models, imported all the required models. And in the index.js, I have imported the question controllers and requiring the express, adding a routes